But before we get into all of that, we like to talk about the box office.
Yeah, and God, another remake. And this Civil War doesn't even have the snazzy uniforms or the cool music from the last one.
Oh darn!
Uh, and Nick Offerman is no Abraham Lincoln. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
But in all seriousness, the big new release of the weekend was Civil War, an A24 picture, and this might be their biggest opening weekend now that I think about it, because um, they usually do their weird super staggered release where they'll release in like 10 theaters and then 100, then 80, then 200, and it's just weird to track.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They did that with everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah, I just had to take a look, see what the opening was on that, just for curiosity's sake.
And
Uh,
good to see you, Ninja.
yeah, 500,000 opening weekend on everything everywhere. So this is like A24's first normally released movie I can think of.
Mm.
25. It brought in 25 million on a uh, $50 million budget.
Mm.
Not doing much internationally. It was like 2 million after nearly a week.
Yeah,
But
I don't know how the premise for this movie would play with international audiences.
I mean, you'd think it'd be big in Iran or places like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is okay. She is getting too obnoxious. I will be right back.
All right. Yeah, I've heard the same thing, Ninja. That yeah, Civil War is a bit mid. Um, but uh, but yeah, so looking at it here, another dip for Godzilla, Godzilla Kong, Godzilla X Kong, which I'll have to have DB pull up the chart on that one because we are seeing a bit of a sperm whale of sadness. Not a big one, but a slight one with that. Um, let's see.
And the cat was nowhere near the door when I got to the door, so I don't know what she wants.
Yeah,
She has food, so she should be fine.
yeah. Hey, cats can be that way.
Indeed, they can.
Yeah,
But anyways, yeah, Civil War. Haven't heard great things about it. It's just like, eh.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I was just talking about Godzilla X Kong taking another dip. If I was looking at the chart on it, and there is a little bit of a sperm whale of sadness going with that one.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, it's like a sheepish sperm whale of sadness.
yeah,
Which, for those of you who are wondering what the heck we're talking about, for the charts they do here for the numbers, imagine a sperm whale with its large upper part of its head, and then its much smaller and narrower jaw.
yeah.
Now, sometimes they're just outright gaping open, but in this case, it's more just like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Although it's doing significantly better than Ghostbusters,
Mm.
which after a month it'll probably hit 100 million sometime this week.
But well, not the showing they were hoping for with this one.
Yeah, no, they put extra money in this compared to the last one, and still not as much as the 2016 Ghostbusters, which is kind of nuts when you think about it.
Yeah,
Like those reshoots really cost them. But
yeah,
it's a Sony picture, so it's going to go to Netflix or other places that they can rent it out. So, in the long run, it'll work out for them.
yeah, yeah. But although I don't know what that means for future Ghostbusters movies.
Um, I think there was some sort of animated one in the works. That's probably still going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I can't confirm that though. I just kind of forget. And oops, sorry, touchscreen. As long as we're here on Dune, Dune is like the one movie this year that isn't playing towards the bottom of its run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's doing very well. Oh, it's almost at $666 million.
Hmm. It's at 685.
Oh, 685. Oh, okay. I couldn't see the eight very well.
Yeah, and we're looking at 685 and change as of yesterday. So almost guaranteed to hit 700 million.
Yeah.
Because it's out of the top 10, but it's still plugging away every weekend. It,
Yeah.
it even added 8 theaters, which is interesting. No,
Yeah.
no, never mind. Never
Oh,
do
that
lost
was.
some theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just sitting too close to its competitor Monkey Man, which
Yeah. Yeah.
at first I was like, oh wow, I mean it doubled its first opening weekend. That must be some really good word of mouth. And oh right, time moves in a forward direction, and it's actually been out for 2 weekends now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not as impressive though. It was a cheap movie to make at 10 million, so it's like
Yeah.
everyone's probably happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda 4 at fourth place continues to be a bit on the underwhelming side, but you know,
Yeah. Well, they didn't spend as much money on that one, so
no. So that one's probably good ROI. And I misspoke. Dune Part 2 is actually in the top 5. It looks like it actually moved up a position from last week, which is interesting.
yeah. Well, had not a whole lot of new stuff coming out, and
Yeah. Other interesting ones. Shrek 2 actually came out last weekend
hmm,
for a 20th anniversary production.
wow, that makes me feel old. I remember seeing
Yeah.
that. I remember seeing that in the theater.
Somebody once told me.
Hmm.
Then we got what looks like a Spanish language one here, The Long Game, or at least it's. Oh, but I didn't actually watch that film threat review, though I saw this poster's familiar.
Yeah. Oh, it's a golf movie.
Historical golf movie about a group of Mexican American teenage caddies who decided they're tired of being segregated against.
Uh, yeah, yeah, Ninja. Yeah.
What did Ninja say?
Yeah, that film was 20 years old. Yeah, he's surprised
Yep.
by yeah, Shrek 2 being 20 years old.
Yep.
Mm.
As far as other things, there's not really a whole lot else to report on. Jokes aside, I do admire. It seems like A24 is the only major funding outfit that's really putting anything serious behind original concepts.
Yeah.
I just don't see. Civil War apparently had a budget of 50 million, which is right about in the category that we've been advocating for on this show. If you want to actually, not have huge disasters every time you try a movie.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The days of the $200 million blockbuster are slowly fading away, if not faded away already.
Yeah, at least they're on hiatus until they can come up with some better blockbusters.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,